This is awesome. Thank you for coming out. Hands in the air!
I mean, it definitely felt amazing to be back after such a long time.
We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot for a while, and I feel like we just continue to grow. This album is taking a little bit of the first and a little bit of the second, because there's definitely some more organic sounds on the first, and then the second was like a lot of drum machines and synth stuff like that, and we've gone back to a lot of that more organic stuff. We did a lot of like, you know, big console recording and using tube gear and like amazing stuff that just really warmed it up and gave it like a real human feel.
It seems like each new person like of that caliber that we work with, we really take something from it. So even the things that we put together that are self-produced or self-mixed, we take a note from each of those people.
The band is ultimately about trying to have a positive feeling for people, and that's it. You know, it's like it's always been about that. From the band name, it's like not to give energy to the ghosts of your past. That's where the title kind of came from, was just like, you know, but on the bright side. Like, we want to give the positive. But then you also look at what's going on in the world, and you look at all this stuff, and it's like, how do I put this out? But at the end of the day, I mean, it was something that, you know, pulled us through. And that whole but on the bright side, it was, you have to remind yourself sometimes of you know, what it is that you are, like, and why you do what you do. And sometimes the obstacle is the way.
It feels so freaking good to be back up here right now and to have you guys come out here. Thank you so much. We have a new record out called But on the Bright Side. And that is what we're here to celebrate. Making some good things happen when some bad things happen. You know what I'm saying?
I was adopted. I found a brother that I didn't know existed. And I talked to him, and he said, you know, we have this in the family, you should go get tested for it. Turns out that I had this. The first doctor that I talked to was like, oh, this is bad, you could be dead in 5 years. I did some genetic testing and stuff, and it turns out that I have like a lower version of it, and I'm taking a medicine, and I'm likely gonna be totally fine. And you always say like, oh, I'm gonna live in the minute, but you don't really mean it until all of a sudden you find out that you might die.
Just want to quickly dedicate this show to Ken's dad, who we lost this year. And anyone else who we lost. My aunt recently passed away, and she, up to 90, would be at every single show. It's been, to be honest, we didn't know whether we'd be able to play this show and get to this point. Over the summer, Dan had surgery and was almost feeling like he might never be able to play guitar again. Ken had an emergency surgery, and so the album But on the Bright Side is about not letting those things get to you. It's about the triumph, the personal triumph, and also putting good things in the world. There's a lot of bad shit going on in the world right now, so it felt like, how do you put out a record about fucking dancing and all this shit? And it was like, it's important. It is important. And good things, art and stuff like that is important. So, this is for Ken's dad. This is for all of you. Stand to the fire, feel it inspire. Hard to hold together, but you all fire. Rise from the shadows, no lights fall. Step into the light, no tomorrow. Looking back on my lows.
So My Lows is very special to me. I'll be completely honest, it was maybe my least favorite track before we put out the album when we were writing it. But once I started hearing it after it's produced and everything, it became something that really, really meant something to me deep down emotionally. My dad passed away in April. While I was mourning his death, I ended up in the hospital for emergency surgery on my stomach. Honestly, like, I was not sure if I'd be able to play music ever again or with the band, and I wasn't even sure I'd be able to eat.
I went through a surgery. I had an injury that I was playing through for about 2 years.
It was brutal watching
Yeah.
because he plays nonstop and he literally couldn't play guitar.
Not knowing when I was going to be able to play again, to the point where I almost stopped believing that I could at all. I was at the point where I would give anything just to have what I had before.
First practice, like when we were going back, it was like first practice, Dan couldn't make it. It was just Joe came down. Ken was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, like I'm gonna try. He's like, I gotta go slow, but he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back.
I mean, I was only able to make the last 2 rehearsals too, because they had him booked for months in advance, thinking that I would be okay by this time. I wasn't.
Joe, he learned both parts, and literally we didn't know which parts that he'd be playing.
I didn't know what that was gonna be.
We didn't know if it would be.
Yeah, we didn't even know, but it was like still I had to book it, right? Like still we had to get the record done, still we had to do these things. But it was like you stop and you're like, what's the purpose, right? Like why am I doing this? Like, like what is the purpose? And then we played and you could tell like right away that it was like, oh yeah, we're doing this. Like
2 songs in, Dave's like, please slow down.
I had to get him to slow down because he was beating it. I was like, dude, you gotta come straight right now.
Like you're on fire. Please take this thing up higher. Don't let it.
So coming back to it, I think I just had a newfound appreciation for everything that I do have, everything that I'm able to do, for a living.
We talk a lot about like how we became a band, and what I love about this band is that they're genuinely good people.
Getting it done and submitting the final master, to me that was the success, finishing it and putting it out there into the world,
I guess hearing the responses from people, we hope that, like I said earlier, we hope that it affects people in a positive way. Sometimes just hearing a story about how our music made someone's day makes all the difference in the world.
I just hope like people find things that they can connect to, and it seems like people are connecting to it. And I just, for all the different things that are on it, I hope most important is an escape, like an escape from just all the stuff that we all deal with all the time. I think like, it's important that, music can be that. Songs come through you, and it's almost like the universe like talks through you sometimes. And so in hindsight, when you look back at these songs, like they're talking to us, they're talking about like a lot of the things that we went through. We're growing, we've been through a lot. And in the experiences, you grow, you learn. And I think that that's what we're stepping into. It's like a refocus. You learn like what's actually important. Health is so important, and family and your friends and to be honest, like just finding a way to have fun.
If you wanna make it real, you've gotta get out of your head. And if you're feeling under it, you gotta get over instead. Running through your mind, yeah, you're feeling the emotions. Just wave goodbye, oh baby, be the ocean. If you wanna make it real, you gotta get out of your head.
Thank you guys so much.